What's good, my peoples? It's your boy Jesus Christ. You already know. I want to do a quick little piece. The name of this piece is called Brother Polight is Dr. Malachi Yorke. Same person. Now, I know I may have lost some of y'all, and y'all like, what is he talking about? Listen, the newer generation may not be that familiar with Dr. Malachi Yorke. Older generation, they may be. So they may be in more tune, and their ears may be more alert to what I'm about to say. So now what you have is Dr. Malachi Yorke. He was the guy who started the Nuwabian movement, which basically was based on ancient Egypt. It was based on ancient Egypt, UFO shit, and like black empowerment, nationalism, shit like that. That's what the Nuwabian movement was based on. This is what Dr. Malachi Yorke was trying to preach and get the black people into before he was arrested in 2002 and hit with all them years in 2004. Okay, so now that's who Dr. Malachi Yorke is. Now, out of the blue, you have Brother Polight pop up. Everything is exactly the same. Same movement, New Covenant, Nuwabian movement, same shit. Everything is the same. See, if you remove the name, Brother Polight, and you remove the face, then you got the same person. Mind you, Brother Polight is a Crip, is a former Crip from Brooklyn. Dr. Malachi Yorke is currently in jail. You don't really hear too much about him. He's not writing no books or really doing too much. But what you do hear is this former Crip from Brooklyn writing books, speaking a bunch of languages, preaching the same message that the Dr. Malachi Yorke was preaching and professing on to the black people. You have this former Crip member doing this now, once he was released from prison. So now you got to ask yourself, Dr. Malachi Yorke is quiet in jail right now, kind of like finished. Now, this is what you would expect the outcome would be for a former Crip member who was arrested. You wouldn't expect to hear anything from him, of him becoming this smart guy with all this knowledge and doing blase blase. You would just expect him to just be a nigga that was in jail and that was it. Pretty much how Dr. Malachi Yorke is now. Now, it just so happens the former Crip is pretty much comes out of jail and he has the aura of Dr. Malachi Yorke. He basically has the life of Dr. Malachi Yorke, and Dr. Malachi Yorke has the life of the Crip nigga from Brooklyn. Interesting, right? It's like transferring of souls. The Crip nigga from Brooklyn soul is in Dr. Malachi Yorke body that got 120 something years rotting away. And Dr. Malachi Yorke's soul is in that former Crip nigga's body, living his life, continuing his work through the name Brother Polight. New, young, fresh body, refreshed. Yo, this shit is deep. Y'all gotta start paying attention and stop thinking everybody just high. We don't fuck your head up to that point where you just start making this shit up I'm saying. And it's not a nigga breathing on Facebook or anywhere that has ever seen one of my videos and actually listen that can tell you, yo, what he just said is absurd. I've never said nothing absurd. I've never said nothing that ain't that's a lie. Everything I say is a fact. Whether you want to agree with what I just said or not, everything I just said is a fact. Crip niggas do not go to jail and come out Dr. fucking Malachi Yorke, my nigga. Like, let's be clear. We not talking about a nigga going to jail, coming home smart. We talking about a nigga going to jail, coming home with a nigga who's in jail's life. Dr. Malachi Yorke was an author. Everything Polight is, Dr. Malachi Yorke was that. Trying to start this Nuwabian movement, and then his shit was halted when he was arrested and hit with all them years, 100 and something. Then the Crip brother comes out of jail. And it's almost like the movement never dies. It picks up right where it left off, and bang, it's new, it's rejuvenated, and it's popping. And it's almost like the Crip nigga truly doesn't exist no more. You see his physical body, but that's where it ends. Everything else, when you looking at Brother Polight, is Dr. Malachi Yorke. So all of those that interacted with Brother Polight, those that may have known Brother Polight prior to being who he is today, will probably tell you, yo, he like a whole totally different person. Now, if they knew Dr. Malachi Yorke, like on a personal level, they would probably tell you, yo, man, he act like him now. It's like they switched. I'm telling you, the shit is deep. Brother Polight is into the UFO thing, just like all Dr. Malachi Yorke books. It's not even a connection. It's the same. It's all the same. So we got to start paying better attention to things. Now, this is not a bad thing or a good thing, or to say that this ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't. Dr. Malachi Yorke just another black brother to me, you know. I don't. Brother Polight just another black brother to me. I don't look at it like oh. I'm just saying it's like the soul's transferred. Look at that. That shit is amazing. I think Dr. Malachi Yorke transferred his soul, and he's living on the rest of his movement and still doing his work through this former Crip brother's body. Shit is deep. Start paying attention. If you think I'm bullshitting, look into what I just said. Give this to everybody. Let everybody see this. Comment and share this, and tell me that this ain't deep or just some bullshit. Because this ain't bullshit. So please comment and tell me what you think about this. Dr. Malachi Yorke is Brother Polight. Jesus Christ, the guy that sees shit nobody else sees. The one with the knowledge, nobody else. They ain't even paying attention to it. But it's there. Everybody hear me? I know that shit is in the back of niggas' brains, the shit I say. Even them conscious motherfuckers and religious motherfuckers, everybody that act like they don't hear me, I know they hear me. My voice is in the back of their head. They like, man, this nigga is something about this dude. He keeps seeing shit nobody else could see. And then he explained it too simple. It's something to this. But yeah, look into that, man. Niggas is out here transferring souls. Y'all better tap in. Jesus Christ.